So it's the US non-farm payrolls here. Really interesting how the market's been reacting here. Um, so I will have some trades here at the open and hope this becomes a nice day because this week has been really fun. And I think we're going to most likely have a nice end to the week. All kinds of headlines this week here. So hopefully this helps. And I think I will be posting this probably next week here on YouTube. So hope this helps guys and happy holidays. Have a nice weekend and wishing you all the best for 2022. So basically here I'm gonna try to scalp a bit. We'll see how the market does and we'll take it from there. Have a nice day.
So a senior E3 diplomat expresses disappointment and concern after analysing the Iranian proposed changes to the text negotiated during the previous 6 rounds of the Vienna talks. This is according to a statement. The talk texts. Correction there, it's Iran backsliding on previously agreed nuclear talks texts according to EU diplomats. And according to China's Premier Li, China is to supports the necessary reforms to the World Trade Organization. Senior E3 diplomats say it's unclear how these new gaps can be closed in the arealistic timeframe on the basis of the Iran drafts. Comments from the IMF here says it is appropriate for the US Federal Reserve to accelerate the taper of asset purchases and bring forward the path for rate increases. Says the risk of inflation expectations are becoming unmoored in Turkey as monetary policy is eased despite rising inflation. IMF says the Omicron variant has sharply increased uncertainty around global economic prospects and inflationary pressures growing. Adds that policymakers should remain agile and ready to adjust if needed, and says that countries may need to tighten monetary policy earlier than expected if inflationary pressures become broad based. Senior E3 diplomats say our government remains fully committed to a diplomatic way forward, but time is running out. This is on concerns of the nuclear deal. Fed's Billard cites 4.2% jobless rate, says that it's a good case to remove the Fed support. According to China's Premier Li, says China's World Trade Organization responsibilities are to be based on economic capability. So, according to US Labour Secretary Walsh, says that I feel good about where the economy is headed, and China is to actively participate in World Trade Organization related negotiations, according to China's Premier Li. So in 10 minutes time at 9:45 a.m. Eastern Time, we do have the release of the US Market Services PMI final forecast 57.0 on a prior 57.0. We also have the US Markets Composites PMI final with a prior read of 56.5.
Pretty nice rotations this morning. This is December 3rd. Quickly showed you guys the trades of the day so far. So I traded my broker account, the regular Apex funded account. So that's how we've been doing it this morning. So I'm just going to keep this video very short. This is just the first 10 minutes of trading. Very good rotations. ES above 45.80. I'm looking for longs to continue. And Nasdaq is just really in a really rotational mode here, I think, this morning. So I'm kind of looking in at that. We basically had the news around the unemployment and the non-farm payrolls. So that kind of, moved the markets at the what was it, around 8:30 in the morning. So that was the spike that we just had recently. And if I show it to you here on ES, basically at
US Labour
8:30,
Secretary Walsh
this was
says
the
there is
spike
an
we had,
evolution
and
in the
then
labour
basically
market.
all that spike was taken back. If I just quickly show you guys, the spike was taken back there, and same thing with Nasdaq. So now the internals are coming into neutral areas here. So let's see how the market does here. I'm just gonna reset my domes. Once again, I've already scalped a couple of trades. I did not have the microphone on, so I wasn't able to talk at that same time. But sometimes it's tough to talk and trade. So I'd rather just be talking here once I've got a couple of trades on and noticing that I'm doing a pretty good job of concentrating
We're
here.
seeing
All
more
right, so
comments
let's
from
see
these
if I can get
senior
a couple more
E3
trades here.
diplomats who say that some proposals by Iran are inconsistent with Iran nuclear deal and others go beyond its provisions.
So 92 they refreshed, and they think this is going to be a nice little. Oh, all that move was basically retraced, so that was just one guy pushing maybe orders into his offers there. I'm just going to go short here with ES. I think we got a nice trade here. Here we are. I'm going to bail out. We're close to the low, so I thought maybe we might retrace. So let me see. I might look for another short here again, but I think we're going to most likely go higher. It's really rotational. It's going down 4, 5, 6 ticks and then going back up 4, 5, 6 ticks. So noticing those rotations here. Nasdaq's a bit
The
weaker,
US Labour
so we'll see
Secretary
if we
Walsh
can get
adds that
another
there is
trade
still
on
a lot of
Nasdaq
work
here.
to do at the labour markets.
Yeah, look at the tick strike here, flashing all red. So that's kind of confirming. Like I said on the internals, we're kind of into neutral here. but the momentum is definitely to the downside, and I think let's see if I can get it a short here on Nasdaq. Oh, missed that entry, so let's just cancel that. Nope, looks like yeah, we're gonna make new lows. Could have left that there. Ah, too bad. We missed that, so I'm gonna cancel the order there. What's ES doing? ES hasn't made a new low yet. It's getting to it. It's very close. Yeah, I'm just gonna reset all this here. Doing it manually because I don't know why, but sometimes okay, it works. My keyboard wasn't working there. Let's just review this again. Yeah, I'm not willing to buy this here at the lows. Pretty risky. But Nasdaq looks like it wants to move higher, so we might get a little retracement here on ES. Okay, well Nasdaq is weaker, so anyway, so that was that. I'm gonna take it a bit light because this week's been really busy and I had a tremendous week. I don't want to screw everything up here on a Friday. So this week
So
has
in
been
5 minutes' time
full
at
of news.
9:45 a.m. Eastern Time, we do have the US Market Services PMI final to be released. Forecast 57.0 with a prior 57.0. We also have the US Markets Composite PMI final with a prior 56.5.
Yeah, so some news coming in. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you with that. It was a bright open here, pretty good. Traded well. A couple of winners, and I'm gonna keep it